let's start with the Fed statement and its impact here in Asia. The Fed says it's going to keep interest rates low for at least another 2 years, and they say they see a slower pace of recovery in the U.S. So what will this all mean for us here in Asia?
Well, here in Asia, it means, mass destruction of currencies and inflation everywhere. This is not good for the world. This is terrible, terrible. I mean, we're all making money off of it, but it's terrible, terrible news because now you have more currency debasement and more inflation.
Now, you had been bullish on the yuan and the Aussie dollar. Does that mean your view has changed on this?
No, this is making them go up. The renminbi has gone up because of this, as you can see, and the Aussie dollar is about to rally because of this. You see the U.S. dollar already going down because people realize, well, they're just going to print more money. They're going to keep interest rates artificially low. No, this is not good for America. This is not good for the world.
Now, Jim, I've talked with several folks who have said all this chaos in the U.S. and Europe that we've been experiencing the past 2 weeks, they say that emerging markets in Asia will be the big winners. Do you agree with this? And if so, where do you see the opportunities?
Well, they're going up, as you can see. They're going up a lot, but this is a temporary fix. Maureen, you put a Band-Aid on, but it's a cancer patient you're putting a Band-Aid on. Yes, everything's going to go up. Everybody loves free money. But eventually, the reality of free money and artificially low interest rates has to sink in and has to cause more inflation and more turmoil in the end. That's why the markets have been going down for the past several weeks, is because they understand it was not good. But now we're having a relief rally. Everybody says, oh, my good, thank goodness there's more free money coming. But in the long run, it is bad for all of us, including emerging markets.
And you just mentioned inflation. We did get July inflation numbers yesterday from China. It was at 6.5%, which was higher than expected. And pork prices have been going up a lot. It was up 57% in the month of July from July of last year. So that's playing a huge part into food inflation. How worried are you about this?
I'm extremely worried about it. I know that the printing money has always led to inflation. Pauline, we had high inflation in China last month. Well, that was under the old regime. Now they're going to print more money, so it's just going to get worse. It's not going to get better. At least China is trying to do something about it. They're trying to stop inflation. They admit that there's inflation, and they're trying to stop it. America doesn't admit that there's inflation, and America keeps throwing petrol onto the fire. No, it's hard for the countries like India and Australia and China and Norway, which are trying to stop inflation. And then you have the Americans leaving a lot of easy money around, and it just makes the situation worse and causes turmoil in the end.
So this is a pretty grim outlook in the near term and the long term. So where are you putting your money?
I own raw materials because whenever they printed money, it's always led to higher prices for silver, for real assets, silver, rice, natural gas, whatever it is. Those are the people that will benefit. And some currencies will benefit. Yes, Asian currencies will benefit, as you said before. And I certainly own the renminbi. I own the Australian dollar. I own the Japanese yen, the Singapore dollar. These currencies will continue to benefit as the U.S. is debased. Now, this is not good news that they're benefiting for the world, but at least it's places that will benefit.
Okay, so you're pushing agriculture and commodities and metals. Now, gold touched another record high at around $1,760 an ounce. So are you saying that you should buy gold at this price? Do you worry about a bubble in metals?
Well, I own gold. There's going to be a bubble eventually. Someday gold's going to end in a bubble. But, yeah, the reason gold is going up because the Federal Reserve keeps printing all this money and keeps debasing the currency. I'm not the only one, Pauline, who knows what's going on. That's why gold is making new highs. Would I buy it today? No, I don't buy anything making new highs. I might buy silver, I might buy rice, I might buy some of the other things that are still down.